Morning, it's me, Carly, Brother Carl. Welcome to Wednesday word. Today's word grew out of inspirement on Friday. Actually, today's word is change. And on Friday, I had to have a night out at some premises because I've run out of time. And the security guard was a bit rude, bordering on nasty, but my behaviour changed that whole situation. And yet all of us, we face situations where we have to, forced to change. Maybe at work, at school, at home. But what if we don't, or won't, or don't even feel like we could or should change? In the film Rocky IV, at the end, after Rocky's defeated Drago and the whole country, he says this: if I can change, you can change. Everybody can change. But there was a bigger point than that. He said, in this ring, there's two people killing each other. But I guess that's best than 20 million. And if you look around the world today, it's exactly the same. If one or two people can change, it's better than millions getting killed or hurt. Sometimes it's not just about us changing, but being able to change others. But at times, we miss that moment. We can also change others, but you and I, we get to decide if it's for the better or for the worst. I used to say, and sometimes still tempted to say, oh, why do we bother? You can't change the whole world. But you can. It starts with one life at a time, and from the space around you. If you look back in time at people like Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali, look at the things that they started to change. And those things, all these years later, are still changing. So it takes time. Maybe today, think about what you can change. What will move you to change? Maybe you like how you are and how the world is and how your life and your heart is. But for me, I see it in a far different way than I used to. It's not about me. It's not about you. You know, can I get you, look up a film on YouTube today. Someone gave me this. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? Who Moved My Cheese? And it's about what happens if you don't change, and what even happens if you do change. And different things do change us, change our heart. Births, deaths, jobs. You know, for me, the Holy Spirit changed me. It changed a whole heap in my life. But God said, what happens if you don't change your pants? I know, that sounds nuts. What happens if you don't change your pants? They become stale and smelly. And if you look at it, that's exactly what happens to some of us if there's certain things that we don't change. I've got a very short reading from 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. And I'll give you the answer to that. Maybe you won't be changed in this lifetime, but you will. 4 things happened to me this morning. I went to have a wash this morning, and there was a gentleman having a shave. So he's having a shave, and he's peeling the hair off of his face, and he's changing. And I thought, oh, right, okay. But he's only changing the outside. There was 2 ladies sitting down. I said, morning, ladies. Oh, they chirped up. I don't know what's happening on the inside of them. Oh, morning. My main point of that is that change is inside. It's in your heart. What's going on in your heart? Because only you know that. Change others. Maybe they're in a worse position than yourself. Maybe you might give someone £1. Maybe you might say morning to somebody. Be the change. Be the change in you. Be the change in the world. Laters.